Arieses are launching the new way when it comes to the relationship to God. So Aries have a new faith that's being born. Aries are basically launching a new faith. This new faith, I think, is a huge deal for Aries because Aries, first of all, kind of keep their focus on the ground most of the time. They're not always in the church. And if they are, they're there for a moment, they do their thing and they leave. Aries tend to have their faith more in their abilities, in their results. They put faith in their capabilities, in their talent, in their performance. And this is the old school Aries way of faith. But I think Arieses are now becoming metaphysical. And so there's a new way of faith for the Aries and a new way of relating to God. And I think this is your own way. So I'm not saying subscribe to any organized religion or subscribe to what I'm saying or anything. Find your own way, but just make sure you and God are connected because the next era is crafted entirely based, of course, on God consciousness and higher self. So you want to have that connection or you won't be, on the right side of history, right? Now, when the sun goes into Aries, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Aries. This is a big year for you. Your new Migo has to now treat you differently. The way you treat yourself, you're ready to treat yourself differently. You're ready to respond to yourself in different ways. The old way of motivating yourself was probably a little cruel or barbaric. I don't say that's because you're an Aries. I say that because of the era we were in as humans. We were all cruel and barbaric. So I feel like you were learning how to treat yourself in a much better way. Maybe responding to yourself with kindness, maybe responding with patience, maybe responding with allowing things to go a number of different directions, that sort of thing. The Earth in Libra means you are manifesting now a new relationship to yourself. And I should have said this earlier, but I'll say it 12 times. With the South Node in Libra moving towards this part of Mirage, the way you related to yourself, the way I related to myself, the way everyone is related to themselves is over. We're not going to relate to ourselves like this anymore. It will take until early 2025 for the new Mirage to take. But this is the first step in a transformation of your Mirage to yourself. And so it's now time to completely relate differently to yourself. It's like you're going to get married to someone entirely different. All right. Mercury conjoining the North Node and Chiron says that it's time to accept a new way of behavior this week and realize a lot of your behavior has been triggered with Chiron in this space by old fears and old failures. So you're putting down the weapon, putting down the gun, put down the sword, okay, and surrender to the new way of behaving. The war really is over. If there's any struggle going on for Aries, you are keeping it alive. The rest of the world is tired of it and they don't want any part of it. So if you still have a lot of huff and puff problems with this person and problems with that person, you're in the old era. Because in the new era, it's all about what you do with yourself. It's not about what other people do. So a very powerful time for the Aries. Looking forward to see where they grow.
It's serious joy, joy, joy.